not the shoulder. So he is the beast, yeah. And the shoulder, Adam Dudon, is not. And she Kim in Hebrew, maybe? You mean Kimberly wants to go with the shoulder? And the Kardashian Jenners want to come over here? So, well, where are they then? How come they can't do a message or something like that and say they need prayers and what's going on? How come we can't have one phone call or something so they can say what's going on and stuff like that? Okay, anyways, I don't know if they're really for me or against me, so what was that? Drews? Hello? Hello? EMT? Hello? Oh, they're probably just trying to steal letters or something. What was that? And, we're talking about, oh yeah, the Riptide. And, so people are getting sucked back in the Riptide of the beast of the sea, Revelation 13 at least, and they're getting sucked back in. People who are haters for money, the girls, I guess the Kardashian Jenners look like haters to me every day on a daily basis, and and many other hip hop girls and performing girls, they look like haters. They look like haters. They're getting sucked back in the Riptide. And keep it moving. So, anyways, here's a funny thing. I was laughing about this about an hour ago. That when I finally listened to the CIA Beast Dogs, the haters. So, I was thinking, I did not know. No, they're not going to violate us and our kids and go. Alexis, nobody that ever touched us you're not going to see him in heaven. Period. Boy or girl. Of anything that's, and so you're not going to see none of that. Because that's what the police department, fire department is acting like they have access to everybody. So you're not going to see none of them in the heavens. So I was laughing an hour ago because when I did realize these guys were trying to say I'm a false prophet and say evil, my old friends or people I met, and they were trying to steal everything, but they went into the beast to do it, as the movie says in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And that guy goes into the beast to slay the beast. And I was just talking about too that the goy that came by with his daughters one night coming from the park, I never seen him before, and I said, who's this guy coming down the street? I know he's gonna say something to me. I know the Freemasons sent him. So what happened was he comes down the street and says, we end up saying hi or something, and talk about church, and I said I don't go to church because the Freemasons and the Mark of the Beast took over. And he said to me they have to join. He told me, I don't even want to say it. He said you have to join them to beat them, the Freemasons. He said you have to join them to beat them. I curse those words in Jesus' name. No. Um, and I said, bam, there it is right there. They did. The devil did send them. This part right here. He goes in the beast. That's supposed to be Peter right there. Peter's trying to steal my glory, and he sold his soul. They all sold their souls so they could be liked, because they're sissies in the hood. Everybody knows they're sissies. I already told you the stories and put the newspapers, and they violators too, and they're not being stopped. And this, I don't know where they are right now, honestly, but it looks like they're still worshiping them to me, as the beast. They're not slaying the beast because they are the beast. I already gave you this verses. Numbers 24:17. Mahatz Pate Karka Ben Shitz Moab. They're all the beasts. Misraim Patros Mikush, and Isaiah, and and I already gave you the scriptures. And why would someone say? Why would somebody? Right here, Isaiah 11:11. It has come to pass in the daytime that Adonai Yehoshaphat Adam Dunan, Joseph right there with the cup, no one could steal it, has come and slayed the beast, the Kokab Yaakov Kadamastad. I woke up and slayed the beast in Isaiah 10:33, right before this chapter. And I buy back the remnant of God's people, all of true Israel, Christians, Muslim, wherever you're coming out of, Mormon, Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholic, Christian, wherever you're at, newcomers, wherever you are. And God bless us. We got billions. I posted it. We got. That's a low number. Okay. And they're trying to, the beast of the sea, right there. Right there. Yom Soup, the beast of the sea. Right there. So they're in the Freemasonry for two reasons. Number one, they sold their souls since they're little, and they're trying to repair the damage that they're real gangsters and they're police informers. Even the police told me, and subliminally, the police told me that they're even girlfriends. They even showed me that girlfriends were trappers, and so were these boys. So, the police know already. The police know. Obviously, they know who works for them. Obviously, they know. So why else are they all joined together in the faith? I mean, in the beast, in the faith of Satan. Why else are they all joined together? So you can't ever convince me, the internet, the television, can't ever convince me that they are Goy Empire, that they are God's people now. You can't ever convince us of that. Let me see this one. And so right here in the Hollywood movie, that can't be trusted because they don't produce biblical movies. Rarely, super rarely. Who's the one that produces? Well, the Kirk Cameron one showed the rapture. It was almost good. It's good enough to give an idea of the future. They showed the rapture before the mark of the beast, so that wasn't true. The mark of the beast is before the rapture. And the Nicolas Cage one, Left Behind, again, it's the same thing. But it's good. It helps. It's helpful. It's still helpful. And we just got to explain that. And in Revelation, within the movie that's trying to help people, we don't condemn it. We don't really condemn people for that, because we all thought that growing up. And it's and that's what they taught us growing up. And it just so happens to be that it's more so like in the middle. There's a small tribulation, the rapture, and then the great tribulation, and the end of the world. And so the goy comes down and he says once again, everything tying back to Peter. Oh, you gotta beat him to join him. And look what's in the movie: going in the beast to slay it. Falsehood, a lie. They're telling people to join the beast to slay the beast, but then they're all worshiping the Antichrist and false gods and playing with letters and doing things and idols. They got that goy. They got this dude with a freaking idol. Look at this fake Christian rapper, dude. Serving Mike something something. Look at this dude has a freaking idol and tattoos on his face, dude. This idiot that always screams God's name, and he got a freaking idol on. He got an idol on his neck of him. It looks like himself. He's worshiping himself. He is a false god and the beast. This guy right here. This guy that goes, this little monkey guy, animal, goes on TV walking like somebody, like he knows God, and he starts pop locking and doing stupid stuff. And Mike Servin, obviously, and then this video I saw today, and he's in front of a Catholic church with statues, and he has a statue right there on his neck. He got an idol on his neck, dude. Look at this. Look at that nonsense. This is what they're pushing right now, Michael and Peter and all this stuff. This is what they're pushing out there, dude. Look at what they're pushing out there. This nonsense. This nonsense. Look at, who's that? Is that him? A chubby guy? Has he got an idol of himself? This is the Freemasonry, yo. Mike, Peter, Morton, and these motorcycles, all these people are weird, yo. Look at this. He something happened to him. He looks like he's not there. He looking like a Charles Manson. He looking like a Mexican Charles Manson. He's trying to rep Jesus Christ in front of a Catholic church with statues or whatever that is. What the heck is going on these days, dude? Weird. Very, very Antichrist. It's really pouring out. The Antichrist is really pouring out of YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, dude. The news media, everywhere you look, there's Antichrist pouring out of there. It's so crazy, dude. So crazy. He got a. Was that himself? He got himself on his neck, an idol. The commandments are still good. You can't have idols, dude. What the heck? That's an idolater. Let's go to the New Testament. So the guy said you got to join him to beat him, and that's exactly what they put Peter in the movie, to join him to beat him. And no, you can't take the mark of the beast. It's idolatry, false gods. Let's type in idol, New Testament. We already know what the Old Testament says. Yeah, it's a very good commandment. An idol they make with their own hands. No, we're not talking about food. We're talking about the idol itself. Let's see. I might have to explain this, but we already did. If you're hungry, starving, and you're trying to sell, if you're doing a ministry, if you're in Mexico, if you're doing a missionary to a country, Brazil, Colombia, if you're out somewhere and you're teaching a village about Jesus Christ, and they do some kind of incense, they slaughter the animal, they feed it to you. Can you eat it? Yes, you can eat it, because you have to eat. You're gonna need to eat. But God will change that. Right here, it explains right here. Acts 15. I gotta copy this because in case I lose it or take it off. Therefore, I judge not to trouble the nations, the Gentiles, who are, what I just said, turning to God. So when people want to do idols and false Christian rappers, and they say the idol's nothing, it is nothing. The idol is nothing. It's not a god. It's not competition, but God hates it. It's an idol. Idolatry is forbidden still. So what is the Bible saying? What is God saying? Turn from idols. Acts 19. Acts 15. Turn from idols. Turn away from idols. Therefore I judge not to trouble those, the Gentiles turning to God, but to write to them to abstain from the pollution of idols. And the sexual morality if they're prostituting. I'm not judging if you're trying to make a living because it's so hard. We're only caring about salvations of faith right now. But yes, we don't like, God doesn't like pimps. God doesn't like pimps. The goys pimping out girls. And in America, we should be blessed with houses. In America, there's plenty of houses and mansions and food. America is super duper blessed. Why are there girls out there selling? Why are some people living the way they are? It's because they play a Roman game. They're playing pagan Babylonian games with people. It's a pyramid of Satanism. The Freemasons put prostitutes beneath them. They put girls beneath them. It's a man's world system of the beast. It's a 666 is the number of men and women and ladies, but the man is the strong one. Men are the strong one. Men are the soldiers. Men have the power to bless God's people, but they don't bless, they curse, they torture Christians. Okay, so sexual morality, me, like I said myself, I'm not doing anything with anyone. I could, but I don't still because I don't feel sexy. I don't feel 100. I don't feel 100% sexy. I mean, for some, maybe a woman that's more, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to stay within my own category, but physically speaking, but I just don't do it because I'm busy on fire for the Lord, and I don't ever really I just don't make the move. I don't do that. I'm doing this, and the girls can talk to me if they want, but most likely the girls are going to be controlled. Everyone's a program. They're probably going to start yelling and screaming and fighting for no reason, and so they do me the favor and stay away. You know, they know they're going to have to set a trap sometime. They're going to flip-flop on you sometime. That's the ritual. To get with the man, to get pregnant, then break up, cause chaos, make it look like his fault, take the girl, take the baby, take the son, and then talk trash about the guy and say all kinds of bad things. It's going to flip-flop at some point. You know what I'm saying? I know it and they know it, so we just do our own thing and we trust in God together. And that's a beautiful thing what we have right now, because then we'll be together in honeymoon. You know, it's not going nowhere. It's going to be there. So we're not really missing out on anything. We're planning for a wedding. Everything's great. So, yeah, there should be no sexual morality, but that's what the Freemasons are forcing on the people. It's not the people's fault. The goys who are polluting the little boys and girls, Yeah, they're responsible for raping, especially raping, torturing, strangling them, slapping girls, going after the boys and girls, torturing Christians, torturing children of Christians because we don't bow down to the Antichrist and to the piggies. And so the piggies say, not in service, and we're not going to protect you, and this and that, and we're going to unleash a bunch of people and force people to go slap you guys around.